Hi, everybody, and welcome to the A Little Knitty podcast. My name is Maribel.
I'm Jen.
I'm the dyer behind Rainier Roses.
And I'm the owner of A Little Knitty yarn shop in Milton, Washington.
And we are bringing you
January.
Yeah, it's our first podcast of 2025.
Yes.
So I don't think I've seen you since
Before Christmas.
Yeah, before Christmas. It's been a while.
Yeah. And we really don't know a whole lot. I mean, like I got some glimmers of and showed her one thing, but we really don't know what you've been up to. So what did you do during your winter break? Did you knit?
No. Yes and no. I started a lot of new projects just because it's the season to just start things.
Yeah.
Didn't finish anything and then circled back to old projects.
Yeah.
That's kind of all I did.
That's good. It's good to circle back. That's what I should be doing this year, but I'm not.
I tried to do a 2025's plan for my...
I was going to ask you that.
Yeah, I do, but then I don't like my own rules. And so I'm like, that's a great idea.
I was going to ask you that. If you have any steadfast, I don't like New Year's resolutions, but any ideas for this year?
I do have a lot of cross-stitching whips that I need to get through.
Yeah.
Cross-stitching takes a lot longer than people think.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
I just bought some more Aida cloth from her to redo a cross-stitch that I messed up. And I bought enough to mess up 4 times.
Yeah. So I had a friend who was like, hey, I want to do this project. And it's in Heaven and Earth design. And it's a full coverage. And I'm like, yeah, it's going to take you 10 years. Because on average, at least for me, it takes me an hour to do 100 full crosses. And I'm like, this has literally 250,000 stitches.
And you're probably changing your color all the time.
Yeah.
I've gotten not stuck on, a little bit stuck on cross-stitch TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way,
R.I.P. TikTok.
R.I.P. TikTok. I don't know what I'm gonna have so much time on my hands when TikTok goes away.
I was never a TikTok person. I was always on Instagram.
I started in 2020 during lockdown. It brought me joy. But anyway, I've been watching a lot of people stitch, and it's just so fun to watch. It's so mesmerizing. They're so good at it. And they were she parked it in a really interesting way because she had just tons of colors happening. So she'd park them in lines going down. It was really cool. Anyway, I'm a dork.
Just a long intro on cross stitch. So what have you been working on?
So during our winter break, I decided to knit a sweater in 12 days. And I made it. I think it took me 11 days. And it is the Creekside Pullover. And it's got a turtleneck that you can button up. But I haven't found the correct buttons yet. So it's just a faux turtleneck that's open. Or cowl neck, I guess.
Yeah.
And it has the same lace work through the raglan. There we go. And it goes down the edge, and then it's repeated on the bottom. So this is full length, tunic length, turtleneck. We have a studio audience today.
Yeah.
Just ignore them. They're fine. But yeah, very cool, very cozy. I knit it with one of my new obsessions, which is yarn. Oh yes, Vanna, Yarn Citizen Harmony, which is a DK weight, 50% alpaca, 50% wool. I love it in the hank, but I don't know.
It feels very soft.
Yeah, and I don't think we're gonna have many pilling issues or anything. I've worn it quite a few times.
Yeah.
And it hasn't really pilled at all. So yes, 11 days of knitting constantly. My family and I went away to Oregon, and I just sat. We couldn't see the ocean from our couch, but if I took this little chair and shoved it up by the window, I could sit and look at the ocean and knit. And so I just had my little chair shoved in a really weird spot, just knitting. And
right.
So happy. Ignoring my children and my family.
That's okay. I was going crazy during the winter break because I have small children.
Yes. Yeah. See, mine just we rented a condo, and so they just stayed in their rooms. They're teenagers. They
did want to learn how to knit though. We got this far in a scarf for each, and then they were okay, over it.
Girls, it's do it little bits at a time, and then Now Piper's amazing. little knitter. So,
So any other finished projects from you?
I don't remember. Let me consult my. Oh, the other thing I knit on while I was in Oregon was this. This is kind of a project just for me. It is called the Traveler Shawl by Dawn Baker. I always get that one wrong. Anyway, I'm using 2 hanks that I got in New Zealand. So this is just for me, and I'm almost done. I think I am to the stitch count that the pattern calls for, but I have yarn left, and so I'm just gonna
keep knitting.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna keep knitting until I use it all up. But Dawn is known for her assigned pooling patterns. She's the one that like invented the float or designed the float pattern and just all these assigned pooling patterns. And so she has really, really cool patterns. So I love this. This is like car knitting, and I'm going to censor this out because people can't see it.
Oh,
But this is
a little black and white situation.
I'm gonna pull a big old sticker over it, and nobody's gonna be able to see it. This is my design for the PNW yarn crawl. So I've ripped this start of the petal out like 12 times, and finally I have it correct. This is my baby.
Your little cardigan.
Yeah, well, I did the pullover.
Okay.
So this is the 3-season pullover by Wool and Pine Design, and I got the back done.
This is so. I love this color too. I love blue.
Me too.
Like a good navy blue. This is gorgeous.
I have a knitting needle stuck. Hold on.
Hi, you. Okay,
There's
well,
nothing else to play. They finished the whole computer.
You can count on your fingers. Hey, can you turn it down a little bit? It's too loud. Thanks. Just rewatch the same episode.
We won't be much longer.
Yeah.
You can watch us.
No.
Absolutely not. So anyway, Wool and Pine Design, the 3-season pullover, it was designed with this cantata yarn, so that's kind of cool that I don't usually use the yarn that the pattern was designed for, but like it really was designed with this yarn in mind to let it sing. And so I finished the back, I've done the left front and right front, and then I just recently joined the fronts together. It's a V-neck, and then I'll pick up the neckline and do a whole bunch of ribbing stuff. So anyway, I have a long ways to go. It's a slow moving project.
I love all the cables. It looks gorgeous.
I know. And there's one area on the back that I just wasn't a big fan of. I think it just hurt my hands when I did it, and it's not represented on the front. So I'm like, now I'm enjoying life. It's not bad. I mean, it looks beautiful, but it's just not my favorort to knit. Yeah.
Well, I actually brought projects this time around.
I'm done. I have 2 other things, but like they're not big.
So, talking about circling back to projects.
Yes.
So, I have not worked on this project in a long time.
Oh, this is the sweater that you made your friend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, I love this sweater.
Me too.
It is so pretty.
So I knit this sweater. I love it so much.
I mean, it's beautiful in person, but it's even better on the screen.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty.
So I knit this sweater back in 2022 for my best friend for her birthday. And I always planned on making us matching sweaters.
Yes.
And so I posted it yesterday on my Instagram, like finally circling back to this.
I didn't even see this on your Instagram. Oh, it's so pretty.
But she messaged me. She's like, I hope you and I still wear this all the time.
I love that.
And I was like, thanks.
She's knitworthy.
Yes, she is.
I saw a sticker the other day that said, like, you're knitworthy and pearl worthy. And I'm like, oh, that's cute.
That's extra love.
Yeah, exactly. That is beautiful.
So this is the Serendipity sweater by Knitting for Breakfast.
Okay.
I just used all of the universal yarns, deluxe worsted.
Super wash,
Yep. So I think I got all these colors here.
Yeah, I love them together. Like you did such a good job with your color pairings.
Yeah, I tried really hard to match the color in the photo.
Original. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. It uses different yarn, but
I love it. I want to knit this so bad. Okay, so tell me about the rest of it. Like it's yoked to like here, right? Like it's color worked through the yoke and then it's solid, or
no, there's a little bit of like sprinkling in of color work towards the waist, and then it's solid at the bottom. And then I think the sleeves are solid.
I need to knit this.
Yeah, you should. I think I knit like 2 inches yesterday.
It's beautiful.
It's so. I'm using this on US 7s. And it's worsted weight. Yeah. So the weight is kind of heavy.
Yeah.
So I was using my interchangeable needles. And to no fault of the needles, I somehow bent it here.
Oh, no.
It just folded over.
Oh, no.
And I think it was just me managing.
Yeah. Well, and it's like a sticky yarn, a thick yarn. It's at a kind of tight gauge. I mean, a 7 is kind of a tight gauge. But I think it needs it because it needs to be that warm. Like you don't want the air going through this sweater, you know? Like, yeah. Oh, I love it so much.
So I had, luckily, another pair of needles to keep working on it. But I was like, okay, I probably did like half a round and then they folded, and I hadn't picked this up in a while. So I probably like stepped on the bag a few times.
Wow. I mean, and sometimes the needles just give up.
Yeah.
Good work. I really love that. And also, I mean, I'm finding with colorwork sweaters, I really do want them to be at that little bit tighter gauge. So when I block it, everything is like happy. Where like if I do it too loose, then when I block it, like it just doesn't work. So I love it. I want one too.
Yeah.
I'm really craving like a black, white, and a highlighter pink, like your bag. I'm craving a sweater. Is that a Crafty Little Fox?
It is.
Oh, guess who's coming next week?
I know.
She's gonna be here. With Juni and Sai.
I don't buy yarn anymore.
Saturday.
But I love bags.
I
know.
I need to come. when you're on yarn restriction.
Yeah, you buy bags.
That's how that works. That's yarn math.
So you haven't seen this in a little while. But
she's so cute.
I know, she looks so cute. This is Boo by Hello from Liz Matthew. I do have kits in store here. So I've actually done the width of the entire pattern.
Okay.
And so
it's so dainty. I love it.
It's tiny.
Yeah. Well, and it's just like the design of it is just so beautifully done. Good job.
And so I just need to finish up.
The pumpkin?
Yeah.
Because there's 2 pumpkins? No.
There's 3 pumpkins and 2 cats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
there was like a murder of crows out here this morning. I was like, they know Maribel's coming. That's what it is. That's right.
And so it's a small, I'm gonna finish it like a pillow.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's cute.
It is adorable.
Like the photo's kind of blown out.
Yours looks even better.
Yeah. It looks blown out here, but like in person, it's like, oh.
I love the cloth that you use too.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. Do you use 2 strands? This is me just trying to learn.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Or is it?
Yeah, it is 2 strands. And it's I think this is 32 count. It might be 40 count. I think this is 32 count. So I'm doing 2 over 1 full cross, and I'm using all the over dyed colors.
I might be too old for cross stitch.
You can always do this on a 40 or on a 20 count, and then it's just like bigger.
You know, and your eyes are just like, whoop,
right.
Whoop, nope.
You just use
I need reading glasses.
A bigger count.
Yes. Yeah, that's why I got that Aida from you. I'm going to make this work. I'm going to be on plastic canvas soon. I can see this.
Yeah, I mean, it's like an 11 count, so.
I do love, like, cross stitching is fun. It's very nostalgic, you know, like for me, I did it a ton when I was a kid, and so it's like, oh.
I did it too. I did it with my grandma a lot.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, and so this looks like nothing.
Yeah, but I love the cloth. Did you dye that?
I did dye this.
I love it.
So this, I can't remember the name of the pattern. It's a new pattern.
Okay.
But it's that.
Is it witchy?
It's the crow knitting the sock.
You sent that to me.
I did.
I love it. So I will put a picture right here of the finished object. Oh my gosh, it's so you.
Yeah.
Crow's knitting socks.
Yes, my love.
We're going to go to a commercial break.
Every day, so many stitch markers go missing. Don't let this happen to you. Pick them up and put them in their place. Think of the stitch markers.
And now we're back from our commercial
break. But yeah,
I love it.
it's gonna look so good. I was thinking about making kits for this, or at least a material pack.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to get patterns for this. It's an Etsy pattern,
Yeah.
so
But you could almost put like the color kit together and then just say inspired by and then go buy the pattern on Etsy. Because like we always want the designers to get their bit, right?
yeah.
But it's nice to have as a consumer to have it all planned out for you.
Yeah, it's like buying just a kit to make your sweater.
Yeah.
I was so excited when I saw this. I was like, everything about that is me.
Yeah, it is.
So
it's perfect. It's like it's gonna be so perfect. Are you gonna frame it? You think? Or
yes.
Like finish it? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna have it in front of my work office, just there. That's my cozy place.
My happy little knitting pro. That is a very niche audience.
Yes. Yeah.
But you know there's people out there that are like, yes.
It's cross stitch, it's knitting, and it's crows.
Yes. Perfect. Perfect for you.
Other than that, I've been dyeing up some fabric.
Yes. We are so loving this.
So this, you can kind of see all the modeling. This has been in the shop since last month,
Yeah.
I think.
So funny on the back side. It almost looks like floral. Like you did such a good job.
And then I just brought this in today. I haven't even showed you.
Ooh. That's very, very perfect for the weather right now.
Yeah, I was
My
not
car
ready
was
for.
coated with ice.
I wasn't ready to wake up to 28 degrees and frost.
It's very cold outside.
Yeah.
So that's perfect. Very ice queen. Anything else?
I think that's everything that I've been working on.
Well, I thought I was done with chickens. I knit 20. And then my husband was sad that he didn't get a chicken.
Oh.
So I'm putting him on blast here. He sent me a picture of a chicken from Minecraft. I will insert it here. And he asked me to knit a chicken that like resembled, like I couldn't do 8-bit chickens, but
right.
So anyway, this is his chicken. And the undercarriage isn't quite done yet, but his chicken I think has overalls. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, it's going to have a little bit of red right here because his chicken on Minecraft has a little bit of red right here. And then I'm going to put some buttons here.
That's cute.
Anyway.
My husband plays Minecraft too.
Does he?
Like hardcore. And he got the girls to start playing Minecraft. I played with him one time 10 years ago. And we were in like creative mode. And for anyone who actually cares.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I don't know what that means.
And he was like, hey, go attack that wolf. And then he generated 500 wolves to kill me.
Wow. I thought he was using you to help him, but no.
No. He was like, look what I can do in this game. And so I've never played with him since.
I don't blame you. No, I think our husbands are so excited that their little children like the same thing. Like, because like my children like Dungeons and Dragons, just like Brian. And then
yeah.
Like, aww,
we started getting them
playmates
to play Magic the Gathering. Some Magic cards with us. They're just going to be little nerds.
Oh, just bringing up the next generation. They're going to be sitting knitting chickens based on their Minecraft characters.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's fine. So then I told myself I'm not going to cast on anything. I need to focus, especially on my wool and pine design sweater, because like now I feel like it's coming together so quickly. Because when I was going through the back, like I just felt like, oh my gosh, this is never going to end. But now I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm almost there. And the sleeves are knit on 10s. So the body is knit on 8s. But then she wanted the sleeves to be like just a little more like billowy, I guess, or, you know, like loose. So like I can do this. Anyway, but a new yarn came into the shop. It's called Mystical Marl. And yeah, she stands up. I don't. It's a 20% cotton, 20% acrylic from Universal. It's brand spanking new. And as soon as I saw it, I could tell it had the structure or like kind of texture of Drifter by King Cole. And so I was like, I want that yarn. So I bought every color it came in. And then when it came in, I was like, I need to play with it. And it's even better than I expected. It's so soft. It's a great wool-free alternative. Like I could see me wanting a sweater out of this. I mean, you know, maybe 100% acrylic isn't my jam, but I could see me wanting a sweater.
And it's just so like, even in the skein, so drapey.
So drapey. It is a worsted weight, but I feel like it could be a DK. Like you know, like it is gauged at worsted, but I feel like I could use it in some DK weight patterns. But chemo caps for people going through cancer treatment, baby stuff. I bought it all for baby stuff. Like I said, I want a sweater, and it's economical. It's $4 a skein. So it is a 50-gram ball. So just want to full disclosure there, but I am obsessed. So with just over one ball or two, no, just over one. So I used one full ball and I have this much left over. I was able to make, I'm going to stand up for this one. It's worth it. I was able to make this little bonnet. So it goes like that. I do need to do the eye cord.
It's so cute.
A baby head there. And then I made the coordinating sweater. I have made this little baby sweater many times. It is a crowd pleaser for, let's put those, I didn't weave my ends in.
She just finished it before we recorded.
Just finished it. But this is a little like bolero kind of sweater top for babies. It looks so cute. I usually buy a little dress that coordinates with it. There is a button that goes right there to keep it closed. And it has the same patterning through here.
It's like, so cute.
It's so cute.
And it's going to be so soft.
It's so soft. And it's just a lovely yarn. So my next one is going to be a boy sweater out of this colorway. This one's a navy, and I'm guessing the color comes from the acrylic and then the cotton is kept white, and that's why the Marl. That's just an educated guess. Like, that's not even educated. That's just a guess.
That's just experience and hopeful.
Yeah. But I mean, they're using the fibers together to get this Marl. But yeah, I'm just so in love with this yarn. I'm just, everything about it, the hand feel, it feels amazing when I'm knitting with it. Yeah, it's, the other day we were kind of teasing about, there's a yarn over there that's an acrylic that is marketed as vegan yarn, but it's a vegan yarn. But it has that almost hand of wool. So I'm just excited for our non-woolly friends, you know, that either can't do wool or prefer not to.
Yeah.
This is a great alternative. It only comes in 1, 2, 3, maybe 9 colors.
But it's a brand new yarn, right?
It's brand
so
spanking new.
They could expand more
know.
colors.
Exactly. But for this season, this is, and I really did bring it in for baby stuff. But then once I started playing with it, I could see all the other ways I could use it.
I see myself, even though it's worsted weight, doing a larger gauge and just doing like a t-shirt or a tank top.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so soft and drapey.
It's super soft and drapey.
Yes. Oh, I love your bust.
We have some beautiful artwork going on across the room in our studio audience. They really are so stinking good. Like, I mean, if I was a kid, I'd be like jumping up and down and be like, look at me, look what I can do.
Okay, Stuart.
I totally would be doing that.
But yeah, like a t-shirt or a tank top, even.
Yeah.
Just
something summery, something light. But yeah, I'm obsessed with this yarn. Like, I'm going to be obnoxious for a little while with people coming in and be like, I need to knit something baby. I'll be like, oh, this is for you.
Yeah.
I did that yesterday to somebody. I'm like, you need this. But yeah, I'm excited. We also have some other new yarns that are sprinkling in for the spring and summer. Those will be coming in slowly, and we'll be sharing them with you as they go. My plan for this year is more sweaters. I really, and more, I shouldn't even just say sweaters, like tops, because like you're saying, like the summer tops. I love wearing what I've created.
Yeah. I think So of course I was like, I'm not gonna do anything for Christmas.
Yeah.
And then like 3 days before Christmas, I'm like, I have to knit things. So it was all bulky weight yarn from Stash. And so I knit like my mom 3 headbands from like just 3 different colors.
Yeah.
And my brother's hats and my niece and nephew hats.
You're so good.
But I was just like, I'm not used to bulky either. So just like the hand motion.
Teach your hands a little faster, yeah.
So I think this year my plans will be to knit a hat once a month. And
Every
then
year I do this. Every year.
I have not said it before, or like Musselboro hats.
Yeah.
Like my brothers,
really fun.
my brothers are in construction. My husband's in construction. It's cold in the winter.
Yeah. And if you make them like the double-sided, they can have 2 different colored hats. You know, and it's the same hat. But yeah, like I always say, I'm gonna start early, and then sometimes I do. Like I do start making things early, but then like right before Christmas, like a cool new pattern comes out, and I'm like, everybody needs those for Christmas.
Right.
So
I think if I just say a hat a month versus a Christmas hat.
Yes. A hat a month. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then stash it somewhere. Have like your Christmas box that you just keep shoving it in. And then at the end of the year, you're going to be like, oh, look at me. I'm amazing. The other day, we're going to be doing another sweater along. The flax sweaters is what we're going to be doing. And the other day, I was like, I need to finish the one I did from like 2-3 years ago. I need to finish it before the next one happens. So I was looking through all my project bags. It's embarrassing. And I couldn't find it anywhere. And I knew the color. I knew, like in my mind's eye, I knew where it was. And then I walked by the sample area the other day. It was finished.
Oh.
I finished it. I don't have any memory of finishing it.
Well, it was like the little knitting elves.
That's what somebody told me. I mean, now that I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, I do. I went to 3/4 because I was just done with it. And I do remember it was right during the move that I finished it. So like my brain was kind of busy. But yeah, like I was like, oh, look at me, I'm amazing. Oh, we have clapping. She's clapping for me. Anyway, we should let our studio audience do a little shopping spree before the shop opens.
And drum.
And that's our in-house band. We're coming up in the world of podcasters.
Yeah. It's our like, what is it, outro?
Yeah. Keep going, don't stop.
Okay, everybody.
Thank you for joining us.
Yep, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.